It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen, which is, of course, expected from this weirdo. The Exertonox post, streamer Destiny has been accused of sexting and sharing pornographic material with a 17-year-old girl. Twitter users, including his own son, Nathan Bonnell, are sharing evidence of sexual chat logs between Destiny and the minor, which is so psychotic. Like, the fact that this is a real thing in this industry is so unimaginably psychotic. Okay? But to add insult to injury, I saw a tweet from the biggest debate mind of the quote-unquote liberals, okay, Epstein himself, retaliate against one of his victims who's currently suing him, Pixie. Okay? Pixie posted something like he knew, saying that it's a confirmation, like he knew that this person that we're talking about, Epstein, was actually in direct knowledge of this person that he was talking to was underage, right? That he was like trying to literally traffic over state lines, crimes in and of themselves, right? And his retort was so insane, I can't even believe it. Hold on, what is I think here it is. His retort to that was so unimaginably stupid. This is the brilliant mind, dude. Remember to check IDs, guys, unless, like, dog, people are credibly accusing you of soliciting CSAM, child sexual abuse material, and your retort is that the person you're talking to, like the person who's credibly accusing you of this, who is a victim of yours separately in a revenge porn distribution court case, because you distributed revenge porn to the underage minor that you were soliciting sex from, also separately told you that they used a fake ID to get into a bar before. How is that a retort? Like, I always think about, like, I try to explain to people that this line of argumentation does not make sense. It doesn't hold up in court. It just doesn't make sense at all. Okay, these two things are not even remotely comparable. And especially when you're talking about a guy who claims to be like this brilliant debate mind, it's extra shocking when this is the best they got in terms of retaliation. It's mind-boggling. And I guess his fans, his cult, is increasingly smaller, eats that shit up. But to me, when I see this, I'm like, this is incredibly stupid. Like, how is this actually working as a retort for anyone that has two functioning brain cells they can rub against one another? It's just know you, but in an increasingly dumber, in the stupidest way possible. It's literally like, this is not an effective counter to someone credibly accusing you of soliciting CSAM, okay? It's like going to court after being charged with a murder, and your retort is, well, this other child, in a totally separate instance, defended themselves physically one time, so how can you say anyone is truly nonviolent? How could you ever say that? I guess violence is permissible under certain circumstances. It's like, but that's not relevant to your situation at all. This has nothing to do with anything. It's the most idiotic deflection. You have to truly be like a Israel Dick Rider style person to legitimately go along with that as an effective retort and see it as anything but like victim blaming. Oh, it's like when Israel came out and was like, actually, those starving children that you saw images of also had additional diseases as well, some of which born out of the occupation and genocide that we are subjecting the Palestinian population to. It's like, okay, that made the situation worse. You only believe that if you just like are desperate to believe it. You've built up this image in your mind of this person's infallibility, and you're actively trying to defend it instead of just letting it go. You could just let it go. Yeah, Pixie basically clarified he knew he was pursuing minors, and his retort was, oh yeah, well, you were a minor at one time. What do you think his purpose is? Oh, it's to just maintain an increasingly smaller sliver of people who are not grossed out by this when they should be, and doing so by just turning around and attacking every single person instead of ever taking accountability for his actions that have seemingly gotten worse and worse over the years. That's it. As long as you have like a dedicated group of loyal fans who will just like keep giving you money. I mean, Dr. Disrespect's still popping, you know? Clearly it doesn't matter. There's no like accountability, and you can literally do crimes. And when you don't see any accountability, when you face zero repercussions for doing said crimes, it doesn't even matter. You just keep doing the crimes over and over again. That's it. People have deluded themselves into thinking that he is like some kind of solution to this increasingly more radicalized, increasingly worse, increasingly reactionary media environment. And they truly think that he is like this prophetic figure who can take these guys to task, not realizing that he's not actually like shepherding people away from the right at all. He's just adopting the same techniques of the right, the edgy nihilism, and the endless pursuit of new victims, cyber stalking, harassment campaigns, and the like, and redirecting it to vectors that he hates personally. That's it. So if you were like a Gamergate guy and you loved spamming the N-word, you can still do that in this community, but you just say you're a Democrat now. But you still get to advocate to say the N-word as a white guy, and you get to be edgy, and you still get to do Kiwi Farm style like stalking operations and lolcowing, and that's it. It's a cult. Too many liberal friends are doing that. I don't really like them. I just think it's funny. That's gross. What are these words, brother? Don't worry about it. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, that's good.